Do I look all right? What's going on, friends, followers, fellow fishermen? Michael McFarland here, the Lake Fork Guide. I will give you a rundown for this week. I believe it's August 3rd, Tuesday, August 3rd. Before we do, last week I did not give you a rundown. And there was kind of a reason. It was hot as hot can get. Slicked over lake. By the time I came home each day, I was so burnt out and fried that it took me 2 or 3 hours of cool time just to feel right. There wasn't much to talk about. Last Monday, I caught a 9-pounder while fishing with my son. And then the rest of the week just went downhill from there, and it was a grind. 98-degree temperatures with a feels-like temperature of 108. Slicked, no wind. Man, if there was a week that was a grind, it was last week. And so I didn't have much to talk to you about, and I certainly wasn't in the mood. That's why we skipped it. But here we are, August 3rd. I'm going to give you a little rundown. I'm going to include Saturday in here just so we can catch up a little. Water temperatures last week, man, they got to where they're supposed to be. 89 degrees, 93 in the backwater, some of them 97 degrees. The color of the lake has changed. It's not Lake Fork green anymore. It's kind of starting to have a brownish color, a summer brown. The visibility is about 0 to 1 foot, and the lake level was 402.42. Through the course of the weekend, Sunday, Monday, interim, and today, we've had some rain. A substantial amount of rain, but everything being so dry and the ponds being so low that the lake really only changed maybe just over an inch. So from Saturday to today, we have raised about 1 inch, 402.54 as of today. The water cooled just a little bit with that northern cool front that came through, 86 parameter to 88. And that fresh water, it didn't change any clarities or anything, so we're still in around 0 to 1 foot visibility. But that fresh water helped. And this morning was awesome. Another 30-pound sack today. Our best fish was an 810 caught by Steve. I caught an 8-pound 9-ounce today. Steve also caught a 5-pounder. His son had a couple 4.5-pounders. And Steve lost a true double digit at the surface. Well, it dove on the back engine of the boat when it broke the line. Big, giant fish. Maybe half an hour after he'd landed the 8-pound 10-ounce. So no comparison to the 8-pounder. This fish that he lost today was definitely a double digit, maybe 12 pounds or more. A couple things have changed now. So we're in the raw heat of August. I did talk to you about spoon fishing in the last episode. I still haven't really broke that out. I'm not the best at it. It's in the boat, and I'm going to incorporate some spoon fishing here in the next few weeks. Couple tips on the spoon that I didn't mention in the last one is fluorocarbon line. If I didn't tell you that, you must have fluorocarbon line so that sinks along with the swim or the spoon. And some of the techniques, again, it's for suspended fish. If I get to doing it here in the future, I'll certainly tell you about it. But let's tell you about what we did today that caught the fish. And here's the changes. Shell beds in the morning, shaky head, finally eating the African special. Black Magic by other makes. Zoom is called African Special. Magnum trick worm, African Special on a 5/16 ounce sand tone football shaky head, dragging it uphill through the shell beds. Caught the biggest fish of the day, 8-pound, 10-ounce. So they're finally starting to eat that, and they are not eating the brim color. They're not eating the watermelon candy color hardly at all anymore. They're on thumbnail bait, and this has a lot of that silver flashy glitter. I think there's something relative to that. My youth angler today actually caught a good one, or a couple of good ones, on the wobblehead. So the wobblehead here is basically a swing head. It's a football head, half-ounce football head on a swing hook, and you could use any kind of creature bait. But what I've found is right now, again, there's something to do with some blue, watermelon blue. And this is a Magic Cross Swirl on a Reaction Innovation Kinky Beaver. Really neat bait this time of year. Coming out of the full moon. You got them cross that have molted and you see a lot of blue colors in the crawfish, so keep the blue in mind. The best thing going right now that's going to catch the numbers when you run across the big schools, and it's catching the big fish. It caught the best fish of the day pretty much if we'd landed it. I caught an 8-pound 9-ounce on this. My client lost a double digit on this. And it's the finesse Carolina rig that I always throw when fishing's tough. I don't go to a drop shot on Lake Fork. I go to my finesse Carolina rig. So what do I mean? 20-pound mainline monofilament. 15, 16-pound leader. 15 or 16-pound leader. That's a finesse rig for me. It's lightweight. Half-ounce weight. Bead to keep the knot protected. Swivel, 3 to 4 inches a leader. Number 3 odd hook so that this falls slow. I'm going to use an impact shad in the color Magic. Green Pumpkin Magic. I don't even have my glasses anyway. Green Pumpkin Magic. Dip the tail. And or big shout out to a good friend of mine, Mr. Michael Samples. He's also one of the guides on the lake, who threw a couple bags of the V&M in Outlaws Magic. Okay, this is called the pork shad, V&M pork shad in Outlaws Magic. There's a lot of glitter in it, and it's perfect for that flash of the thumbnail shad. When those big bass raid those schools of thumbnail shad, all they're seeing is lots of sparkle. And that's really what I think is happening here with this Outlaws Magic. It's real fine sparkle, but there's also blue in it. And you'll see the colors of the shad now are blue. So I suppose you could use anything with some blue coloring and fine sparkles in it. It's basically a green pumpkin blue with a real fine glitter in it. It's called Outlaws Magic V&M Pork Shad. All right. That's the gist of the rundown. I'm probably only going to have a rundown this Thursday or Friday, then the following week a couple, and then I'm going to take me a little vacation. I probably film some things in the vacation wherever I go. I may do some trout fishing, some fly fishing. I don't know. I may go all the way down to the coast. But I'm definitely going to take the latter part of August off, the last 2 weeks. And so if you don't get a rundown from me, don't worry. I'll be back. It's kind of the off season now. Stick around. Hang in there. I'm not going anywhere. All right? So that's pretty much it, guys. A great day today. If we'd have landed all the fish, we were looking at about a 36-pound home run hammer of a bag. And I think we're settling in an 8.9, 8.10, 5, and 2 4.5. So we're somewhere 30 pounds, 30, 31 pounds. It's still an incredible day from the Goat Lake in the middle of summer. Most people are at home, too hot to fish. There's a song, it's too hot to fish, too cold for golf, or too hot for fishing, too hot for golf, and too cold at home. Anyways, man, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you're enjoying it. Comment below. Find me on Instagram, The Lake Fork Guide. Find me on my Facebook business page, Lake Fork Adventures Guide Service. Make sure you hit the likes there. Appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for more stuff to come. I'm Michael McFarland, giving you a Lake Fork rundown.